Alright, what is up everybody? All my subs, or anybody if you're not a subscriber. Anyway, let's see the title of the video. I'm going to jump right into it. Basically I'm going to be telling you guys what's kind of the best foods in my experience. You know, basically any kind of not advice somebody gives you from their experience, right? Unless it's from experience somebody else. But anyway, getting off topic already. Basically just going to break down the fats, you know, go through the fats, what's the best fats to eat, the best carbs to eat, and the best proteins to eat. Now, from the get-go, you need to ask yourself and already establish what is your goal from doing this, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you're doing it, there's tons of health benefits, but I really don't see you gaining weight from doing this, but do you track your macros, your calories? I track my calories, okay? So that's gonna, if you do track your food, it's gonna change what foods you need to eat, and if you don't track them, that's gonna change what kind of food you eat. But you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to get more so shredded, absolutely shredded, like my stringer here, my tank top, you can pick these up, first link in bio, 15% off, YouTube 15, I make these. What you're gonna want to do, basically for fats, I'm going to break this down. For fats, what I think of the majority of fats I eat are olive oil, and it's going to be nuts, pistachios, walnuts. I rotate through nuts, eggs, really any kind of fats. I say go with it, honestly. I mean, really any kind of fats don't really fill you up that much or anything. Now, so for fats, pretty much anything's fair game for me. You know, I'm all about healthy, so I'm not endorsing go eat chocolate cake and all that kind of garbage. But we'll get straight to carbs here. Carbs, what you want to do now, from my experience. Okay, what's the carbs that fill me up the most? Sweet potatoes, white potatoes. Those are really the two that I found that fill me up the most. Now, what are the other carbs I eat? Because I have all these on rotation. Like I'll eat, you know, a sweet potato one day, white potato the next day, banana the next day, rice the next day. You know what I'm saying? I'll rotate them all, or I'll go through a whole bag of sweet potatoes and a whole bag of white potatoes and a bunch of bananas. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly changing. So sweet potatoes and white potatoes is what I found fills me up the most carb wise. And then from there, in my smoothie, which is, but that's a lot of protein on it, so I'm not getting that. I'm going, you know, mainly strictly carbs here. So the main two filling carbs in my opinion are white potatoes and sweet potatoes, okay? Then the other carbs I eat, bananas, don't really fill me up at all. Rice, I do brown rice, I just cook it at the house. And now a lot of people say, you know, rice, oh, that expands in your stomach as you sit, so it's gonna make you feel a lot fuller. In my experience, it does not. I can eat, you know, I'm talking about calories, guys. So just say 150 calories of sweet potato or white potato compared to 150 calories of banana or rice. You know what I'm saying? Brown rice. I get way more full off of sweet potato and white potato than even the rice. What's another one I say I eat? Or even kind of pasta, noodles. The noodles and stuff, they do not fill me up that much. That's the main carbs, and you know, the strawberries and stuff like that doesn't fill me up that much. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like I'm saying, if you're tracking your food like me, I'm eating 2,200 calories a day, no matter what I'm eating. And for me, it's about eating it as fast as possible, 1 meal a day. Because if you eat your 1 meal a day and it takes you 3 hours to eat one meal a day, don't think that's crazy, because literally once you work down to your 1 meal a day, you're going to be able to probably eat at like 8 hours for a couple days, and 7 and 6. It slowly works down. I've gotten to where I can get mine down to like an hour, which is extremely fast. Or I prep everything up and then eat everything back to back to back. So I've been a little bit more relaxed on that here recently, where I'm not trying to get it done super fast, but I still get it done in like an hour to 2, sometimes 3 hours if I'm working on the computer. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of eat a little bit slower and not be so hectic about it. But you know, so keep this in mind. If you're just trying to get in as much nutrients and hit your calorie goals as fast as possible, you know, you might want to, it's good to always rotate, but then you want to, you know, probably lean more towards the bananas and the rices and the pastas, the stuff, like the noodles, the stuff that's not going to fill you up as much. So therefore, you can eat all this food in the fast amount of time possible. Okay, but it's always good. You don't want to leave out sweet potatoes and white potatoes. Crazy good sources of nutrition. But for the most part, you want to be doing that. Okay, so that's pretty much it for carbs. Like I said, but experiment. If sweet potatoes sit better with you than rices and pastas and whatnot, then use that, okay? But for my experience, you can start off with the base of what I'm saying, see how that works for you, and then plug it in, and then, okay, this doesn't work, okay, it works like, my body works like his, go back to that, okay? Next is going to be proteins. Now, for me, let me just run through some of the meats I eat. Would be ground turkey, ground chicken, and I get chicken breasts, ground beef very rarely, salmon, whiting, cod every now and then, flounder, rockfish every now and then. So basically all kind of variety of fishes, and then the meats I just said there, the normal meats. In my experience, again, turkey, ground turkey, not only, like I said, again, we're looking at all this on the same amount of calories. So just say 150 calories worth of ground turkey compared to 150 calories of chicken breast, compared to 150 calories of ground beef, to compared to fish. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can see which one fills you up the most. So not necessarily in order, but the ones that don't fill me, I'll just do the ones that fill me up the most, or just like I did last time, because there's least. The ones that fill me up the most would be, and they're actually just harder to chew, they take you longer to chew and stuff, would be chicken breasts. But the ground chicken doesn't. Ground chicken's fine, it's just the chicken breast. I'd say the ground beef, and I'm trying to think if that's really the only ones that I found. Those are really the main ones, honestly. Any kind of fish I found sits very, very well in fish. A lot of it, you have to weigh it raw. That's what it tells you on the bag. You weigh it, you cook it. It looks like a lot, but then it shrivels up into like almost, not saying nothing, but it's like really small once it actually gets done cooking, like whiting. But it has a bunch of protein in it, and it's just, you can take it in so easily, and it sits well. It's not hard to digest. It's not very, very filling. Again, with salmon, rockfish. Okay, rockfish is pretty filling, but salmon, I have no problem eating a huge fillet of that, and not feeling like crazy bloated or anything. You are gonna have to work down though, guys. Just me saying that, like, if you're not used to eating so much food in one, any food's gonna make you feel bloated trying to cram so many calories. But if you work your way down, and if you're just switching from a regular diet at the beginning, you're just saying, okay, I'm gonna eat one meal a day until eat till you're full. Eventually, you'll start to be able to eat a little bit more and more. So then you might want to start incorporating. At the beginning, incorporate the foods that don't fill you up as much, and then as you go, to make sure you don't go over your calories, start incorporating more foods that are more filling. Now, also get some, let's say about the turkey a minute ago, the ground turkey breast, that's the highest protein to calorie ratio I found in meat. I believe so. It's pretty close maybe with a certain fish, I'm not 100% sure, but I still believe that's the highest protein to calorie ratio. So, if you're trying to hit your calorie goals, that's going to give you the lowest calories with the highest amount of protein. So that's going to help you build muscle, recover, the goods. Maintain your muscle too if you're cutting. But other meat, which isn't meat, it's like vegan meat. I've been buying some tofurkey stuff. The tofurkey Italian sausage is so delicious. I've been eating that. I believe it's 280 calories per sausage length per 100 grams, and it's 30 grams of protein. Pretty good protein. That doesn't fill me up much at all. The tofurkey little deli slices don't fill me up at all. Another thing, if you're gonna go get thin sliced turkey, I've tried this in the past when I wasn't doing one meal a day. Man, I could literally, there's people that, the thin slice, you go out to Walmart, get the deli slice, like turkey or oven roasted chicken or whatever. Those do not fill me up at all. I could literally eat like 50 ounces of stuff. Like I've eaten like a serving of 4 ounces like that, and it is nothing. So, but the reason I stay away from those is the sodium is so high, and my food line actually ordered a low sodium because I was talking to the guy about, and I was looking and checking, and like, what are you looking for? I told him I don't want high sodium, and so he's like, oh, I can order some. I was like, well, don't order it because I might not want it if the sodium's not low enough. He's like, nah, we had other people asking about it. So I was like, all right, ordered it and it's still like 210 milligrams of sodium per like 2-ounce serving. The other ones are like 600. I'm like, nah, man. You know, if you're cutting, you want to be watching that sodium. The more sodium you intake, the more water you're gonna hold. Therefore, the less lean you're gonna look. So the tofurkey stuff there, and you know, a lot of times you think the smoothie. I guess my smoothie is different. Normally though, smoothie, the more liquid you can go, like yogurt, Greek yogurt. Like I get the high protein plain Greek yogurt, which is 130 calories per 227 grams, 23 grams of protein, no fat, no carbs. I mean, guys, you can eat. You're talking like protein. I forgot to mention that one in there, but you just eat that all day and it's not going to fill you up. I believe that's pretty much it though. Any kind of chips, if you're going to be eating chips, make sure you get some healthy tortilla chips. You can get organic tortilla chips. Salsa, that's a little bit extra calories here and there. Cheeses don't fill me up at all. I'm trying to think what else I eat. Sometimes I get like the organic or like the cacao powder, some superfood blends and stuff. That stuff doesn't fill me up. For the main part, I want to give you guys, you know, saying the fats, carbs, proteins. But generally, the more liquid you can go, the easier digestion, the less filling you're gonna get. But for me, I make a smoothie that's like almost as big as my head. And it's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's super thick. So I've noticed that when I drink that too fast, it makes me that's what makes me the bloated, because I do it after all the food, then I pile that on top. But pretty much it for the video. I know I've been seeing more people go to the 1 meal a day. It's been more popular, so I wanted to put in my 2 cents. Let you know, try to help you out from what I've learned. Keep you from, the month and a half, 2 months that I've been experimenting with it. Can save you some time if you are interested in it or want to try it out or just curious about it. Anyway, it's going to be it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to. If not, it's cool. I know everybody always says that. It's kind of cliche or whatever. Everybody says it now. But it's like no meaning behind it. I mean, I guess there's meaning behind it, like I want you to, but everybody just says like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye. If you do, awesome. I really, really appreciate it. I love seeing new subscribers, commenting and stuff. It really makes my day. I absolutely love it. Keeps me motivated to keep pumping out videos as well. But even if you don't, because like I said, when somebody says like, comment, share, subscribe, or whatever, it doesn't make me go want to like or comment. If I'll like, comment, share, subscribe if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I appreciate you watching anyway. Hope this helped. Let me know if it did. Stay happy, stay healthy. Go make y'all some gains. I'm see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.